Hello again, honky tonks. Quick video just to show you. Now, I know most of you subscribers, viewers on here and on Twitter, and you're not fans of Twitter. I pop onto Twitter every now and again just to see what's going on and for material for my videos for you, my lovely fans. So, as we all know, and as I've told you before, Twitter is a place where common sense goes to die. It is like another world, another parallel universe where everything is upside down to how you know it. And on Twitter, you will find some really dangerous, stupid, left-wing bigots, and it's unbelievable. It has to be seen to be believed. So as you can imagine, the big stories on Twitter, whatever or what trends on Twitter is what enrages these lefties who infest there. So at the moment, because they hate Boris Johnson, the big thing trending is the Sue Gray report. I've done a video on that. And also because they hate Joe Rogan, Spotify and Neil Young is trending. Notice a pattern there. I mentioned the word hate. Twitter is a hateful, hateful place. It is literally the home of deranged leftists who, on a regular basis, get away with inciting hatred, violence, murder against conservative right-wing people. And these cowardly turds aren't above engaging in a unhealthy fixation with conservative right-wing people they don't like and occupy their accounts with slanderous hate campaigns in order to ruin their lives. That's what these people are like. Now, I'm all for freedom of speech and democracy and liberties and all the rest of that good stuff. But if you go on social media hoping people you don't like die, then I don't think you should be on social media. And quite frankly, I think the police should have a look at your hard drive. But if you're a right-wing person with conservative views, if you're a patriotic Westerner especially, then it is open season on you, and anything you say can be reported by some bedwetting, weak, limp-wristed lefty on there, and you're gone. For example, I called out a group on there that were brazenly and openly paedophiles, and they were advocating for such disgusting acts. And for that, my account was permanently suspended. So that's Twitter in a nutshell. If you have never ventured there, that's what it's all about. It is one hate-filled echo chamber. So anyway, I thought I'd show you this tweet, and it's to do with the Neil Young, Joe Rogan Spotify story. And a bit of good news has come out of this because Spotify have told Neil Young to bugger off with all his music and have stayed and done the right thing, really, in picking the side of Joe Rogan. So hopefully that's the last we hear of jab Nazi Neil Young. So here's this tweet I want to highlight now, and this just to show you people what it's like on here and how these idiots think. And as you can see, this is the account of the other 98%. I have no idea what that means. But this person has a blue tick next to the name, which means they're verified. Twitter likes them, and they can, because they're obviously a left-wing account, they can get away with saying whatever they want. They could incite murder, hatred and violence, and the insufferable hipsters in California running this shit show of a platform will let them get away with it because it's how they think. So anyway, this tweet has a go at Spotify and Joe Rogan, and anyway, it says, if you're not cancelling your Spotify subscription, you are actively supporting a company that spreads racist vitriol, misinformation, and runs a highly exploitative platform where the CEO owner makes billions while the artists run 1% for every 100 plays. Now, you might think that the artists joining Spotify and getting 1 cent for every 100 plays are really poor, live in cardboard boxes, and all they do is busking. It's not true. Some of the artists who go onto Spotify, the big names, they've already made their billions and millions, and they're quite famous. They've got their cars and houses. And it's likely that they're putting their stuff on Spotify because Spotify is the main music streaming app, and they probably want more exposure and to be out there a bit more, people to listen to their music, because they will know through contracts that if they earn only 1 cent every 100 plays, they don't want the money. So it's obviously not about the money, isn't it? And as for Spotify being a company that spreads racist vitriol, misinformation, well, I think there's another app, another platform that tops that, and that is Twitter. Because Twitter, the lefties on there, they regularly spread anti-white racist vitriol. It's open season all year round against white people on Twitter, folks. And as for misinformation, well, you can see for yourself. So this tweet goes on. Spotify is a scam and it needs to be deleted. Like IBM producing punch cards for the Nazi concentration camps. Nazi concentration camps, my God. Flippin' heck. How can you compare this situation to the Nazis? Now, those of us with common sense, we know that the Nazis, well, the dedicated Nazis who knew what was going on and what they were all about, they were genocidal maniacs who were responsible for the deaths of millions. Not as much as the communists, mind you, which is a fact, but, you know, they don't like talking about that fact. But still, what the hell does Neil Young stomping off with his music from Spotify because Joe Rogan is on it? What is that to do with World War II and the Nazis' ideology? You have to laugh, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is what it's like on Twitter. I told you, it's nuts. It is literally a rabbit hole where you walk in and it's just, it's a bullshit. And also, don't forget, folks, Nazi is one of the go-to buzzwords used by the left whenever you're having a spat with them or trying to... See, with a lefty, you can explain something to them, but you can't understand it for them. And very quickly in a argument, discussion, debate, spat, whatever you're having with these people, and they don't know what they're saying, they will call you a Nazi. I've been called a Nazi, a racist. If you're being called a Nazi or a racist or anything else, any other buzzword by these idiots, then you're in the right, and you know you've won basically. I mean, I remember a Facebook page by a schmuck who said I was a Nazi and I was recruiting neo-Nazis. Yeah, I don't have the words. Anyway, I'm sorry I got sidetracked there. So this tweet continues. We cannot tolerate, oh there we go, that's Twitter all over you, intolerant, powerful corporations that side with the far-right movement. We know where this ends. Joe Rogan isn't a joke, he is a dangerous bigot. You see, a lefty being intolerant, calling someone a dangerous bigot is the biggest irony of all. Getting paid millions to spread hate. Well, like I said in the previous video about Joe Rogan and all this nonsense, Joe Rogan doesn't spread hate and misinformation. All Joe Rogan does on his Spotify is have guests on with different views, and he airs them as I think, a responsible, open-minded host should be. They don't like it that Joe Rogan's show isn't a left-wing echo chamber, and up to, I think, 200 million people download his podcasts on a regular basis, and they don't like that. So anyway, this idiot, the other 98% has clearly deleted their Spotify account, as you can see at the bottom there, because of reasons. And I am quite sure the CEO, owner of Spotify, who makes billions, will give a toss that a handful of lefty bigots won't be listening anymore and giving them their subscriptions like they care. They don't need them, folks. They don't need these lefties that tell them what to do and how to run their companies, etc. So there we go. This is what Twitter's like. I am glad that Spotify called out Neil Young's bluff and told him where to go along with his shitty music. And that's that. That's my opinion. Please let me know what you think of this whole shenanigans in the comments below. And if you like what I do, if you love what I do, if you agree with free speech and you wish to support my channel, then by all means you can buy me a beer. The link is down below. And that's that. So comment, share, subscribe, and until my next video, Roger Trout.